As you can see, Leroy's joined myself and Jermain at the touch table. Let's talk Man United. A wet, horrible, windy night at Old Trafford on Saturday against Chelsea, but a much-needed 3 points, wasn't it, for them?
Yeah, and I just felt like the way they approached it was direct. I felt like they wanted to sort of like start fast with an intensity, give the Old Trafford fans something to sort of like cheer about and make it a difficult place to go and play. I thought they'd done that. Created chances, and it was a different performance by them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the conditions as well played a big part. It was torrential rain, but you know what? It's something that we always used to do. Every manager that I work with always said, let's get it, especially at home. Let's get it in their half of the pitch. Go and pressurise them, and if they make early mistakes, make sure they make them in their half of the pitch. That's what they did.
Yeah, and right from kick-off. Brian Bowman takes it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and you say about playing in the opposition half, playing to the conditions.
Yeah, and you know that especially the type of team that Chelsea are, they want to control the game through possession. They want to come to Old Trafford, frustrate the opposition, get on the ball. And they just didn't allow them to do that. They made them defend, made them get on the back foot, Jermain.
But even the fact that they'd done that, the whole atmosphere in the place was different. Yeah. The fans were up. There was more noise. You know, you win the first and second balls, and then once you've done that, then you can start playing.
Another long ball.
Not
entirely certain.
Best pass I've ever seen, by the way.
Not entirely sure it was meant to go there, but actually early on in the game, this is even before the sending off. These are the chances that United have created.
And all it is basic, because the ball goes wide, cross it, get bodies in the box, the ball comes out, sustain attack, set the ball wide, cross it, and that's what they did.
Yeah,
big opportunities.
A great chance by Reece James.
It was a great tackle.
But also it's about building confidence as well. And when you're going through a tough time, for defenders, it's not easy to say, right, let's not make any mistakes here. Let's go and play.
I think what I would say is that what Man United have got now is players who are willing to run without the ball and run in behind. And in Brian Burma, someone who I think is one of the best at it, is always willing to make that run and gamble and see what happens. And we talked about going long. Play it again. We'll play it on. Long ball again from Bayendier. I think this is a great header from Šeško.
Yeah.
Didn't have too many touches in that first half, but that was a really important one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Robert Sanchez is doing that far off his line.
See, keepers do this so much, and sometimes I feel like when you keepers just stay on their line, you actually make it a harder chance, because then you've got to sort of like run through on goal, then you've got to make your mind up on that. But when they come out like that...
Goalkeeper, again, long, another long ball.
And then you look at it, and here, Matt, look, they're 3 on 3. They're 3 on 3, and then, although it seems like, it's the right thing to do anyway, no matter what the state of the game is. It's 3 on 3, and that's where the space is, and it's a big duel.
And although he loses the first one, they pick up the pieces.
Yeah. Pick up the
and
pieces,
they sustain the attack, don't they?
Yeah.
Just by playing in the half.
I also think that United players would have enjoyed it as well. Yeah, that period of the game, because you're playing at Old Trafford. You imagine that, and the crowd are behind you. They've got the crowd right behind it, and the adrenaline must be really flowing. And they played on that, and they used it to their advantage.
We talk about managers and principles, and we talk about Pep Guardiola wants his teams to play, wants his teams to keep the ball. He wants to go and play on the opposition half. Ruben Amorim, we keep hearing, wants to play, wants his teams to play through the thirds, through the midfield. Actually, this weekend, the goalkeeper, Altay Bayendier, long pass percentage in a Premier League match. It's the highest percentage he's ever hit passes long. Every time the ball came back to him, almost every time. Look, 75% of his passes against Chelsea, long balls, which is the most he's ever done by quite some distance.
And I do feel like there's a big focus in football now about you have to play it from the back. Even when you're losing, you have to play it from the back. And actually, sometimes go long, like we've just said, play in their half, win the first and second balls, create chances, earn the right to play. And like I said, you think about all the great Man United teams over the years, they did that.
Yeah, exactly.
They did that.
And just better decision making.
Yeah.
How many coaches were better than the players and had a better career than the players in their dressing room? They hadn't. They do the coaching and they say, right, Jermain, it's up to you now to make the right decision on the pitch. And sometimes it's a long ball.
Chelsea struggled. Weren't helped by the red card to Robert Sanchez, which we've just seen. But did Enzo Maresca get his decision-making wrong at that point? Because he made a couple of subs. In fact, he made 3 subs by, 21 minutes? The earliest a Premier League team has made 3 subs. So he took Estevao off and brought Jurgensen on. That you can understand, can't you? He had to bring a goalkeeper on. But he also took Pedro Neto off and brought Tosin on as an extra centre-back. Could you understand that decision at that time?
No. And I'll tell you why. Because One thing that somebody said to me when I first started my coaching career was, when something happens, take 5 minutes. Don't react. Just take 5 minutes, get the team, to organise the team, and then say, look, for 5 minutes, we'll give nothing away. And it gives you thinking time.
Okay.
And I think that was key.
Yeah,
you didn't take that 5 minutes to say, OK, what are we trying to achieve? I thought Neto would be key to how they defended, because you can leave Neto up front, he's going to run the channels, he's quick, and he's going to cause a problem. By taking him, withdrawing him so quickly, he took that out of the equation.
Yeah, so then he went to a back three, because Tosin had come on.
Yeah.
So there's your back three. Now, Chelsea's width usually comes from the wingers, doesn't it? It comes from, well, it took 2 wingers off, Neto and Esteban. Because of that, it had to be Cucurella on the right and Reece James on the left, and Reece James on the right. Now, Cucurella, we've seen so often playing as a number 10. They try and overload the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, that's what they do, yeah.
They invert their fullbacks, Chelsea.
Yeah, because obviously what they try and do is, well, not try, they actually do it well. They create a box in midfield.
Yeah.
And then the wingers stay high and wide, and then once you give it to the wingers, then they're 1v1, and that's it just frees them up.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, how are Chelsea going to score a goal now? We've done, those 2 wide. Who's going to threaten in behind it? At this point, it's only really Cucurella. I think João Pedro's a terrific footballer.
Yeah.
I'm a really big fan of him. I think he's brilliant. I just think he's a number 10 rather than a number 9.
I just feel like he has to mix up his movement. So there's times where you can come and be the focal point and link play, and then you link play like we saw with the Holland goal, link play and then run.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, he's not looking to sort of like disrupt the back line. He's always coming short. Always coming short. Yeah, and it's too easy, because sometimes you can just leave him in there. Just leave him in there. Like, so it's too easy to play against.
They're hampered a little bit. Liam Delap's picked up an injury, which means he's out to what I'm talking about, November, December, aren't they? Yeah. He's someone that will stretch opposition in behind. He'll look to play on the shoulder.
Absolutely.
Well, let's play it on. Because you're talking about João Pedro now, aren't you? In that position, in that number 10 position. Look how deep he's come. It does. No, it's quite easy to. They're going through the middle, aren't they? He couldn't get the ball to him. Again, stop it again.
Yeah,
look how deep United are.
Yeah.
No one's threatening behind them.
Yeah.
The only one again is Cucurella, and once again, João Pedro not occupying the centre backs, is he at all? He's just thinking about coming to get the ball.
It almost looks like it becomes like just possession.
Yeah,
and it can work if they play quickly, because I know Jermaine's absolutely right. He needs to mix up his movement. But you see, look, they're actually in this area here. They're outnumbering. Just see if I can get that to go. They outnumber Man United in that area. 4v2. And in training, they should be able to keep the ball. But the point of that is, Jermaine, is to suck them in and then get them out. Get them out into the spaces that's been created.
Yeah, 100%.
But they didn't make it work.
And again, they try and play through the middle. I think this is what you were talking about, Jermaine, about give and go.
Yeah.
So when the ball comes up to João Pedro in this position, and I play it on slowly, when the ball comes in, you're wanting him to bang that off, aren't you? You're going to say, I'd rather see that, and then the next pass, you're then going to make that run. Yeah,
because, we've all heard the term, like, the up, back and throughs, where I just feel like he has to have the awareness. Harry Maguire's coming tight to you, so if you pop that off, and then you get Cucurella's free here, then you get the overload on the left-hand side of the pitch.
Play it on, he turns into trouble. They actually get a bit of fortune, don't they, because I think they win the ball back. They keep possession, and they're away again. And again, I'm thinking, if this is Neto on the left-hand side, his movement is bang in there. The ball comes through. Cucurella's not got the pace that Neto's got. And he hasn't got that pace to threaten Mazraoui.
Exactly, Mazraoui gets nice and tight.
Ends up
nice
being
and
square, ends up going back. And United can get themselves back into shape again.
Yeah.
So a lack of a focal point, wasn't there, really, for Chelsea? Another mistake at the back. It was a difficult first half, and I think Enzo Maresca just potentially got it wrong by making as many subs as he did early on.
Yeah. It was compounded by, obviously, Cole Palmer coming off, because I think that was key. I think he came off with that injury as well. And part of his plan was to get Cole Palmer, because I think he would have got out of those little situations as well and played that forward pass.
Yeah.
But, it did make it more difficult for them.
Again, another giveaway. United get into the box pretty freely. Another half chance. Yeah. So a really sort of frustrating first half, wasn't it, for Enzo Maresca? What about Man United? Because there's been a lot of money spent in the summer in trying to regenerate their attack. Cunha wasn't fit to start, was fit enough for the bench. He's brought Šeško in, he's brought Burmo in. as well. So, he's brought 3 players in to try and rectify a problem. Didn't score enough goals last season. Hasn't really started off.
That takes time, doesn't it? I think it's forming relationships because obviously the players, Sesko, Mbeumo, the amount of goals that he scored last season for Brentford, he's a goal scorer. Cunha, we've seen what he can do at Wolves and that, but still, I still feel like it takes a little bit of time, forming those relationships and that, but they're good players. They're
certainly getting into the positions because if you look at the highest XG in the Premier League this season, it belongs to Man United.
That's incredible.
Their XG is 10.1. They've actually only scored 6. They're underperforming it by 4 goals. So it's not like they're not getting into the positions. It's now who's going to take those chances, isn't it?
Yeah, and Jermaine, you're a striker. It's about creating those opportunities. You get really frustrated if you're not getting opportunities. They now have got to start converting that, because they are getting into good situations. I do think that's about anxiety as well.
Yeah,
but that's the positives, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that they're actually creating chances. I think if they weren't creating chances, then there'd be big problems.
Yeah, and they need to be more comfortable playing for Man United as well. Because at the moment it feels like it's massive pressure putting on that shirt.
Let's have a look at some of the positions that they get themselves into. Then it's just, some really good opportunities that they create, some really good football. I actually think there's been a lot of criticism of Man United so far this season. Again, a poor pass, really, wasn't it? This is what Bruno Fernandez is good at.
Yeah.
Coming in.
So good at it. We've seen him do that so many times. He's mastered that. And he'll score goals. He looks sharp. He looks fitter and fitter each game. I see him. But he'll get good numbers.
Yeah. Runners in behind.
It's Bruno Fernandez, and that's where you want him, isn't it, on the pitch? And it's a lovely. It is good play. Everything, you cannot fault the movement.
Jermaine, this is Ahmad.
Don't look.
What are you asking from me?
You don't even have to look. Just I say to wingers, I used to say to Aaron Lennon all the time.
What? Just put that in.
Just put it in. And if I'm not there, then you can say whatever you want to me, but trust me to be there. And you see this chance and you think, right, if you just swivel and just play it
slowly, bang it.
It's too long.
It's too late.
Now the pitch is gone because what that does now, it gives Chelsea an opportunity to get the numbers back, and then the chances gone.
He runs it out of play. Yeah. Although the ball ends up in the back of the net, the chance has gone, hasn't it? By taking too long. The chance has gone. Yeah. Good shape again from United. Actually, Chelsea wanted a penalty here. Mazraoui on João Pedro. Lovely from Brian Mbeumo. Great bit of skill.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really good.
What about this then as a centre forward, Leroy? This is your game, isn't it? This backing into people, holding it up.
Absolutely, and I think he needs to know what's on his outside, and this holds it there. He needs to know that Ahmad is in that situation there. But
Could Ahmad help him?
Ahmad needs to make the decision for him.
Movement's got to be better.
It's a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
Because all Ahmad has to do is then make sure he runs towards the goal. But as we just play it on slowly, Ahmad just holds his position. And in the end, what's going to
he's looking for it to his feet now, isn't he? Rather than in behind.
And the defender will get exactly what he wants, which is that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want that.
It'd be an interesting conversation if you said to him, like, where's the goal? The goal's there. Mm-hmm. We saw the Holland goal. If you sprint as hard as you can in that space, you're through on goal. It's 1v1 with the goalkeeper. You don't need to receive it to feet and make the chance harder and then beat the defender 1v1. If you sprint as hard as you can in that space...
You're 1v1 with the goalkeeper.
Trust the man on the ball to play and then... He's through on goal.
Exactly. And just that miscommunication ends up with him just delaying the pass. He's had too many touches.
Now they've got bodies back.
And look at the numbers Chelsea got back. They've got 6 players back behind the ball.
Yeah. It's decision-making, isn't it, in the final third then? And then he's offside.
And even with the pass, if you are going to pass it to him, not space, then, pass it so that it's not behind him, it's in front of him.
And in all these clips, you're looking. Some of the Man United's play is good.
Yeah,
it's decent.
Up back through.
Yeah. It doesn't quite come off, but then the counter press is poor from the goalkeeper, and they get into some really good situations. And then it's that final pass again. Yeah, just lets them down.
Yeah, they do get in some good areas. I think this is a similar one, isn't it? Now, so what are you looking for?
This
early pass.
If that's, if that's you just want it.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you?
For players, it's like these are the things that you can't, as a manager. You can't coach this. You should know that. You should have that intelligence. When you think, right, look where the goalkeeper is. There's no one in the goal. It's an empty goal, basically. Mm-hmm. It's an empty goal. Just pass it across hard.
And he's almost trying to make sure. But what he does, the opportunity goes. Because look how many numbers get back for Chelsea, and they defend it. You just got to be confident. Just play first time and play quickly. And he's good enough to do that, Ahmad, as well. That's really
brilliant.
Good play.
That's brilliant.
Now, that's not difficult, is it?
Out, back through, it's the same. Soft, go and finish.
Soft, go and finish it. Is there a willingness again, though, to get onto the end of it? Enough?
Oh, that's unbelievable. When you actually watch it, it is unbelievable. You have to, the top teams and the top players, they make the right decisions in the final third.
And then this is the red card that makes it more difficult for Man United in the second half. Casemiro, you Jermaine, think that's a little harsh?
I do think it's harsh. You can see what he's trying to do. You know, just sort of like pulls him, and I felt it was harsh. But I suppose when you're on a yellow, you got to just you can't. With an experienced player, if you're on a yellow card, you can't do that.
Made it difficult for themselves, didn't they?
Yeah.
They seem to make it difficult all the time, and they didn't need to. They had control of the game.
Yeah. But it was an important 3 points for Man United, a good victory against Chelsea. OK.